The Barclays ATP World Tour Finals in London set new attendance records for indoor tennis. And in the process, it put the doubles game back in the spotlight. But for one of the world's greatest doubles partnerships, there were few happy memories.
It was definitely an amazing event. I don't know how much we enjoyed it. It's always tough when you lose 2 out of 3 matches where we weren't able to qualify for the semifinals and pretty much lost our ranking with that performance.
You kind of remember all the points, especially the big points. We both like to analyze maybe in a different way. You know, you go through the match, you know, thinking what you can do better next time or what mistakes you made, and sometimes we also talk about it. But basically, is trying to do your best and trying to do your part.
Zimonjic and Nestor have done incredibly well over the last couple of years. I mean, almost dominant. You know, and those guys would have been they'd have been up near the top in any era. You know, so I don't think they have anything to be ashamed about.
Daniel Nestor and Nenad Zimoncic's off game in London allowed the Bryant brothers to snatch the end-of-season #1 ranking as they secured the inaugural event in London.
You know, it's a great event, and we know there's going to be 4 more years there, so we're excited to go back, and you know, we're very motivated to do better.
The pair started 2010 with something to prove. A successful clay court season in Europe, topped off by success at Roland Garros, returned them to the top of the doubles rankings in style. But after last year's defeat in London, they don't want history to repeat itself.
We have a slight lead right now, but you know, nothing is safe. We had a comfortable lead, what we thought last year towards the end of the year, but then they caught us in London and ended up finishing first in the last match of the year, and we kind of did the same thing to them in 2008. So, you know, we don't take anything for granted.
Now back at the top of the rankings, Nenad Zimonjic believes that their partnership can only get better.
We know each other for a long time, but we've played now 2.5 years without any breaks really, and the more we play, better we get. That's the feeling I have, and more we get to know each other, you know, in the good and bad situations, and that helps again. So we can support each other and then rely on each other in the big moments in the matches. So definitely, I think it's going in good direction.
Despite their early success in 2010, the preparation from the players is just as meticulous as it's always been.
We know what it takes to win. You got to be professional, and we came early. And you know, last year we spent you know, 3 months in Europe from the beginning of Monte Carlo and Wimbledon. We had a lot of good results because, you know, that commitment to spend a lot of time together on the practice courts and really work hard. And here we're going to obviously keep that same routine.
After 3 years together, the relationship on and off the court remains as strong as ever.
Right now, we're just trying to keep playing well and you know, stay professional, and you know, I think every doubles relationship is important to have a respectful relationship on and off the court, and we have that, and I think you know, we're doing really well right now, and there's no reason why that shouldn't change.
With 2 decades experience, Daniel Nestor has seen plenty of changes on the doubles scene and believes the game is in a transitional stage.
I'd say most of the true double specialists are getting up there in age, and you're going to see a change probably in the next 5–10 years of the way doubles is played. You already see it now. You see a lot more guys playing doubles from the baseline and you know, longer rallies, you know, pretty much cross-court rallies from the baseline with one guy at the net on each side trying to intercept the ball. That happens a lot, especially on clay, and I think we've done a good job at adjusting to the game, you know, the new power game, and you know, we've been able to stick around because our games are able to do that. I think now it's more about, you know, who hits the ball harder and who returns better and who serves better.
Despite the rise of the latest double stars, Daniel Nestor shows no sign of slowing up. Instead, both he and Zimonjic remain on course to return to where they spent much of their career, at #1. Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, we're behind the scenes in Scandinavia for the Ski Star Swedish Open in Bastad. And he's the Italian star who's finished in the top 50 for the last 3 years, Andrea Seppi, on the long, hard road to success. Until then, don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news. See you next week.